Hello everybody and welcome back to another stream. The camera is in yet another different location.
We're slowly shifting to that corner of the garage. It feels
much more like
distant,
professional here.
Does it?
Yeah, like feels more like a set. The camera, like I'm rotating. It doesn't feel right to not be aligned with the table. Feels
oh, I see.
Very much
That's
staged. But anyway, welcome.
Welcome to the nasty garage.
Yeah.
There's stuff everywhere. It's a mess.
Evan,
thank you for joining.
Evan interrupted his nap for this, so
I did. I was laying on the floor. Very nice. Yeah.
All right, let's see who's here. David, welcome. Great to have you. Sunita, hello. Sean Squared Bricks. Evan, can you move the TV?
I cannot. We could have put a monitor there, but we didn't.
Ironstein is here. Sean Squared Bricks is here. Click Brick is here. Fun Brick Creations. Hello, hello. We're doing great. Raphael. It's been a long time since we've seen you here, Raphael.
Raphael, welcome back.
It's been a very, very long time. Thank you for tuning in. JB, hello. Fun Brick Creations says, when setting S&H, can I make it a flat fee, or is that not available now? The postage options have changed since I last updated them.
You can set a flat fee. We have a flat fee, which is $4.95, up to a certain dollar amount. Once they hit $49 or more, then it goes to $0 shipping, free shipping. But yeah, you can set a flat fee. That's what we have right now. It's $4.95. It's just one of your. I think it's just called flat or something like that. What's it called? I think it's called. Let me look. I have a computer in front of me. I can check. I'll let you know. Sorry.
Cheryl, welcome. Great to have you here.
Hello, Scott. Hello, Cheryl.
Mohammed,
Fidel,
welcome.
Welcome.
Fidel. David wants to know, how was your nap?
My nap? It wasn't a real nap. It was like I laid on the ground for 1 minute-ish. On my back really hurts. I'm just very tired. Everything's today. But I laid on the floor and I looked straight up at the ceiling and it was very nice. And I commented on how nice.
That was Evan's 1 minute of rest for the week.
Yeah. So on our shipping method, if you go into your shipping method specifically, there is underneath destination and base rate. Your destination, you select wherever. Then your base rate, you can click flat rate. And when you click flat rate, there you can type in your whatever your price is for your shipping, and then that's your flat rate. But if you want to do something like we do where we have free shipping, we have a price band selection as the weight. And so for our first kind of item price in the weight chart, it's $0 to $48.99, and that shipping is $4.95. And then when you spend $49 to $10,000, you get free shipping. Because I guess I had to put a limit. I had to put a big number, so yeah.
Okay. So what are we doing today?
Today,
I am going to do a quick batch of consolidate right now. Evan, what are you going to be doing while I do that?
I'm going to talk to everyone who is here, because Paul will have to go behind the wall.
Yes.
And then in addition to that, I'm going to add a few BSXs. So today you have probably the widest view of the store maybe you've ever seen. I can point out some things over there.
If they've watched vlogs.
That's true, I guess. The black thing over there is the fridge. On the counter over here, we got a lot of stuff that needs to be reassigned. There's just quite a few like drawers and things over there that are too full, and we got to move some things around. Over here, these are the bins that we use. These are all brand new pieces, so these have been cataloged and they're ready to add to the inventory. So what I'm going to work on is a few of these right now. If you follow me, and by follow me I don't really mean anything besides maybe with your eyes. Over here, this table, we have a lot of, Paul's really trying to hide. I think it saw you. We have over here a lot of consolidate. I know we already got something from David. He said, ooh, consolidating, everyone's favorite. Yeah, so right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 files that need to be consolidated. Paul is working on the 14th. That is how we do it here, just bring the bucket for now at least. Maybe later we'll stop consolidating, but for now it's a consolidating nightmare. Paul, specifically over the past week or so, has been working on adding large slopes, actually in the past, like, I don't know, 3 days. And because we recently added large slopes, like, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, we didn't really realize that we did that. So almost everything is consolidated because we have the majority of it in our inventory. So these are a few of the files that are not in the inventory that I'm tripping over nothing. I will add those in a moment. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a really, Coyote Crow says morning. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me, even though it's like 2:15 in the afternoon.
Very tired, Evan.
Very, very tired today. It's
and
really
you haven't even worked that much this week in terms of like how much you usually work.
Kind of, yeah. I just haven't slept this week. I've done a lot of not physical work. I've done a lot of computer work, which is not really fun. I think that tires me out more than the physical work almost.
Subclipping?
Subclipping, editing photos. It's not fun stuff.
That subclipping was your favorite task.
Oh, absolute favorite task ever. Fabric Creation says, I have a weight band price that I want to add $1 shipping handling to every order regardless of the order value. Thank you for your help. Okay, so for that, you're going to go to your shipping method and you're going to scroll down a little bit more to the insurance and additional charges section. And then you can scroll down past insurance, past tracking. There's a little section that says handling fee. So you can add a handling fee if the price is less than a dollar amount, or you can actually just set, call it payment processing fee, minimum buy. Yeah, you can set a lot of different things there. But that'll get you your kind of, if you, what did you say, $1 I think to shipping handling to every order regardless of the order value. So yeah, you can add that handling fee at the bottom there. Although at that point, since you're adding it to every order regardless of the value, I would just up all your shipping prices a little bit. I think that looks a little less bad from a buyer's perspective, where you just add, your shipping instead of $2.99 is now $3.99. Instead of having $2.99 shipping and then a $1 fee, like, it feels a little bit weird. At least to me personally, I'd prefer to pay slightly more for shipping than the same amount in a fee. Totally up to you though. When David says, when I say close, you say retail. Close, retail. Paul, you didn't say it.
What? Oh.
When I say close, you say retail. He still messed it up. Whatever. All right, well, it sounds like David is closing retail. Said, thanks, guys, did it. What time is it there? Is it 6 p.m. there? 6:15. Are you closing late? Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one of these files. We also, in addition to the large slope files that Paul's been creating, we also got a little bit of inventory. We've been having a sort of a supply issue recently, but we got a little bit. Or I got 100 pounds, or what was it, like 80 pounds or something?
80 pounds, yeah.
Which is like, a couple weeks worth of stuff. But Paul made this file of slightly more expensive things, which are just things that he found within that bulk and kind of pulled out. So I'm going to add those now. We're really out of counter space here. I don't know if you can see my sandwiches up here. It's been a long day. Paul woke up late today. We had plans at 8
a.m.
I
do not usually, oversleeping is a very rare thing for me.
Yeah, you should just peek out a little so they can see your face.
Oversleeping is a very rare thing for me. I have a pledge that I made to myself when I quit my last real job: no more alarm clocks. And except for very rare circumstances, I have held to that for years now. And usually, if I decide I want to wake up at 6, for some reason my body just decides, all right, you're going to wake up at 6. But today, I overslept, and I'm very glad I did, because I have not been able to sleep at all in the last week. So it was totally worth it. But yeah, I overslept today. By like 20 minutes.
Congratulations.
But yes.
Yeah. So we had a meeting this morning that we started late because of Paul. But it did allow me some time to go to Starbucks, which I wasn't going to have. Because I'm one of the people who sets my alarm.
I would like to talk about that. So Evan spends a lot of Starbucks. So did I.
So do you still. Not as much as I do, but you
no, I've switched completely.
What about today?
Well, you offered.
I offer almost every time I go.
Usually now I say no. But anyway, we got a supplier of coffee beans from Starbucks, and I have been using that because it's free. And Evan, however, you see, when I go to Starbucks, I usually get espresso. What I have been making is not espresso. It's the cold brew blend that I'm making from ground.
No, it's not cold brew. It's just the iced coffee blend.
Okay.
So Starbucks doesn't sell the iced coffee blend to normal people. I don't know why I said it like that. I guess they don't sell it to customers unless you're in the store buying the already brewed coffee. I just need to find a coffee blend that I really like.
But it's the same blend.
No, I know.
Well, we're
I know.
making
I'm not saying
then
that's
why
bad.
do you go to Starbucks and still buy it?
Because today we didn't have any coffee brewed.
Didn't you brew some last night? I thought you said
The bottle. Oh, I never poured it in the bottle. It was in the bottle. That's what happens when you wake up and you haven't had coffee yet. Yeah. I brewed a pot last night so it would cool off, and then I never. That's why the bottle this morning was empty. We have a bottle that we put the coffee in and we put it in the fridge so it's cold. When I got up this morning, the bottle was empty in the fridge. So you poured it in the bottle this morning then? No, it might still be sitting there actually, in the thing.
no, because you topped off yours.
Oh, I poured it in the bottle. Yeah. That's what it was. Brilliant. Anyway, here's my coffee. This is about half of the coffee that I brewed at home, and the other half is still from this morning. Venti iced coffee, no sweetener, splash of milk. That's the way to do it. Okay, there's some chat we missed here. So, hello to those who are now here. Sean Squared Bricks. Welcome if you weren't here earlier. Raphael, we already said hi to you. Chris, welcome to the stream. How are you? Yeah, Henry, welcome as well. All right, so Fidel says, do you still have sealed sets to part out under the counter? No, we do not. We have one sealed set, but we're selling it as a set. We used to have two of them. It was one of the promo sets. We figured we would just sell them as is. One of them is still down there, and then the other one is sold to a customer. So that's the only thing we could potentially part out. We have no new supply right now. What happened to that? Oh. We couldn't come to an agreement, but we were talking with someone who had a decent amount of supply. We couldn't come to a price agreement, so we never went through with that. But we were going to have a large influx of new for a period of time. Now we're almost entirely focusing everything on used, which is one way to do it. I know a lot of stores do that. I personally am still of the belief that having new and used is great. It's really hard to jump back and forth though, especially with sourcing both. And for us, we have a hard time finding new that is at a good part out value. Yeah. Okay. Fidel said, do you have sealed sets to part out? No, we do not. Sean Squared Bricks, I believe, asked David, says, are you moving from the store or using it as a BrickLink space? I think David did not answer that, but I think, is that a question for David? Are you moving from store or using? Maybe that's not, I don't know what that's for actually, sorry. From Brick Creation says, yes, I added a $1 for each shipping level instead. That was the easiest way. I have a table to show posted changes and postage policy. Nice. Raphael says, I am already shopping in your store. A lot of bricks will fill the basket. A lot of bricks. We sold it was like a $200 order the other day of all bricks, mostly 2x4 bricks, some 2x3s, lots of 2x6s and stuff. It's a big box, big box, which is nice because we literally added those bricks, a week or less beforehand, and most of them are already sold, which was cool.
Was that what you had me go to UPS for?
Yeah, we needed a bigger box. We had to go get a box.
By the way, we might have a hookup for employee discounts at UPS. I know someone from Scouts there. Haven't seen them in years.
Oh, very nice. Interesting. Just Brick says, no more retail, David? Question mark. David says, retail is just a time sink, unfortunately for me. I'm a BrickLink master, almost. I would say you're compared to us, significantly more than BrickLink master. David says, can we get to 50 likes? Just Brick in the Bucket will sell me their store for $50. That was not agreed upon. But let's see if we can get to 50 likes today. It's been something we've been reaching for during live streams. We've never got there, to my knowledge. We might have, actually.
Yeah, we did the chest bump.
But was that for 50? I feel like we didn't go to 50. I don't know if we went that high. But let's see if we can get to 50 likes today. Who knows? If we keep talking about it for the next hour and a half, maybe enough people will filter in and out that we can get to 50. Okay. From Brick Creations, it says, this weekend I've been parting out sets. I parted out video sets yesterday. I'll part out another one today, and some of the flower sets later on of tulips and sunflowers. Very cool. We parted out a few of the flower sets. I don't remember which ones, or it was like the mostly green. I think it wasn't really like a bouquet of flowers. I don't remember what it was called. Funberg Creation says, plus I'll build 2 of the sunflower sets as a video / a present for my family. Very nice. And Chris says, wow, how things have changed for you in less than 1 year. Yes, I don't know if that was talking to us or talking to David, but either way. Yeah, sorry. The problem is I say something, someone replies, 3 minutes later I read the chat and I'm not sure what it was in reference to. Usually we're pretty good at following our conversations and backtracking a few minutes. Today I'm not, though. So I'm sorry. Sorry, Chris.
I think for 50 likes, Evan will chug his coffee. I think he needs
I will
help Evan chug his coffee.
I will not do that.
You will not do that?
I will not do that. Sorry. I don't think I'll feel good after that. Oh, David says chest bump was only 20.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're already at 17, so we're pretty much there. Ben, welcome to the stream. How are you? Henry said if David said it, it has to be true. I don't think we can do the 50 for 50. Here's the deal, David. If we can get 50 likes, we will sell the store to you for $30,000. I feel like that's a fair value.
That's 50 for 50. $50,000.
Oh, $50,000. Okay. That might be a little above market value. Yeah, we can do 50 for 50K. That sounds good. Or, here, if we get 50,000 likes on this stream, we'll sell you it for $50, or the inverse. So.
I don't know if I want to commit to that, but
Chris says I'll buy it for 30K. I guess apparently we're auctioning our store. Can we get 31, 31, 31? David says deal. I'll provide the likes. You provide 30K. Oh, are we paying you 30K? What are we doing here? That sounds backwards. Are you almost done with that file? Yeah, okay. Daddy-O's Bricks, welcome to the stream. How are you? Ben, I think we said hi. Sean says, I was looking forward to visiting your store when in Michigan, David. It's a bummer. That is a bummer. That's the, yeah. David, if you close the retail, think about how... Disberg says, I'll sell my store twice for $50,000. Chris James says, will you run for me? Will you run the store for me?
For 30?
Run the store, your store? Like 30,000 a year? No. Sorry, I'm a little confused, I think.
I think he's asking if he buys us for 30K, will we continue running the store? Well, not just for 30K.
What?
He's asking if he buys the company
understand.
just to brick in the bucket for $30,000.
No, I
we
won't
continue
sell
running
for
it.
$30,000.
No.
Sorry.
Maybe the pieces in the store, but not the intellectual property.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. As a division of Great Brick Lab. I understand. There's a lot going on in chat right now. A lot of like things that don't go together. I'm a little confused. So Fidel says, how good was April for you regarding sales? My month was slow as heck. Guess people are cutting back on Lego. We were actually up from the month prior. Whatever comes before April, we were up, which is good. March, thank you. We didn't do a ton of adding in March. We've added more the past few weeks in April. These last couple weeks have been significantly better. We were doing a massive restructuring of trying to determine the best process to process all the used pieces, hiring people, creating databases and the spreadsheet things and stuff so we can easily track where a bin is, who has that bin, how much that bin's worth in terms of value inside of it, how long the person's had the bin for, have they returned a bin, what bin did they return, and like all these things. So it's just been a lot of what feels like back-end work, like not physically in the store, of making, trying to keep organized and stuff.
But it's starting to reap benefits.
Yeah. So we have a few contractors who are working. It's great to have, lists and stuff of, or tables we can look at that shows what bin is where, how many bins someone's done, and all that kind of stuff. So that's very good. Wow, JustBrick says, as of today, my sales are down 32% from last month. Average order total's up 20% though. That is good, but you've had a lot less orders then, essentially, is what that means. 32% is quite a chunk. For us, we were up like 17% from last month. Correction, 9%. Wait, hold on. I feel like we had an order that this page just hasn't been refreshed. 12%. Okay. So, not great, but we are up. Sean Squared Brick says, "Yo, Chris, the quality of your video this morning was much better." I will have to check that out. Was that this morning? Or was that a different... Was it yesterday? Did you stream yesterday, Chris? Or was that today? Or maybe it was just a video. Einstein says, "My sales are up 100% from last month, being my first month." Gotcha. Very cool.
Actually, they're up an infinite amount of percent. 100% of 0 is still 0.
Oh, I thought they were saying last month was the last month.
I thought they were saying last month was... Or I thought
maybe.
they were saying this month was the first month. They were closed before this.
Chris says, "I was goofing off with the camera too much." Interesting. I'll have to take a look, Chris. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't today. Maybe it was yesterday. Or something. What was it? Let's see.
In reference to?
What they're talking about. Videos? The last thing on your channel, it says streamed 10 days ago. So maybe you did do something this morning, and I saw the thing, but it hasn't been processed by YouTube yet. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't really know, to be honest.
Alrighty. Here we are, no missing pieces.
Oh yeah, Einstein said, "True, last month had no sales." All right, all good?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, now we're going to switch spots. Paul's going to entertain you guys, and I'm going to do a pass of the thing, so have fun. Let me upload this real quick, and then we are good. Oh, I was going to try to put on some royalty-free background music. How should we trust it?
No, because if it's on YouTube, YouTube might flag it. I don't know if there's...
It says it's good for Twitch streamers. Let's try it. Real low. Lo-fi chilled beats. There's ads, though.
Yeah, that's definitely going to...
The ads?
Get us copyright
Well, they
strikes.
can't hear us. Or can't hear
Oh,
us.
is it just for us?
Yeah, it's for us.
Oh.
It's just low.
Fidel says he just became the second highest feedback rated user in the country.
Very nice.
Congratulations, Fidel.
You're probably on your way to #1. Okay, now we got some music. You guys probably can't hear that, which is good.
Sunita
What number was this?
"Do you give feedback to people who buy from your stores? I'm trying to sell on BrickLink, but can't until I get some feedback from someone, but I don't want to buy from too many stores to get that."
We
do. Usually, we don't give feedback instantly. We usually batch it, but if you email us, we'll make a special case.
Or put a note and a message with the order and say, "Can you give me feedback, please?" And then we, as long as you've paid, we'll give you feedback.
Yeah.
You said this is all good, right? Right pieces and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lego Yardman says, "Evening, guys."
Good evening.
Hello.
How are you? I feel like we maybe have never seen you here before.
There's a
That could
lot
be
of
wrong,
Legos. So.
There are. All right. Have a good night, Chris. Thanks for tuning in.
Henry says he would like to offer a potato to buy the store. You know, if you take
That's
the extra work,
closest one so far.
if you take the extra work to turn into French fries, I think we'll have a deal.
But here's the key.
They've got to
when
be
you ship it to
beer-battered,
us, they have to be
high-end
hot
French fries.
still. They have to be hot and crispy.
Well, and they've got to be like the like high-end, like beer battered, you know.
Like the slight breading kind of,
Yeah, like the
dusting
good
of something
fries.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
Okay. My turn to consolidate. We're at 21 likes out of 50. We didn't really decide what we're doing for 50.
No.
But
JB says I can make you some homemade potato chips. Well, potato chips.
I do love some nice like thicker cut potato chips.
No, I like the like super thin Lay's style potato chips.
I don't know. I'm a fan of the thicker kind of home style cut, like fresh though, when they're still warm out of the fryer, a little bit of salt, slightly greasy, slightly oil. Like I love those.
No, that's not my thing. But I also like them drenched in sea salt and vinegar. Evan hates that. So.
Hate vinegar.
Salt
is good.
David West says, I passed Pop's Block Shop in 6-month order count. Congratulations, that is an achievement.
All right, we're going to do this one.
Ben agrees, Lay's are the best.
I disagree. I would prefer Ruffles. or the kettle cooked chips. The kettle cooked?
No,
The overly
those are
crunchy
too
ones?
crunchy.
Oh, so good.
I
They do hurt though.
Yeah,
but they're very
I'm not
good.
a fan of that. I like the ones that almost dissolve in your mouth. It's maximum vinegar dispersal.
I actually don't like Lay's that much. Like, I don't think it's the thinness of the chip. It's like specifically Lay's have like I don't know if it's a type
They have
of
an
potato.
aftertaste.
Yeah, that's what I'm not a huge fan of.
And I think the aftertaste is engineered because the only way to get rid of the aftertaste is to have another one. It's just like Cheetos. Cheetos are not good.
Oh.
But the Cheeto aftertaste, the only way to get rid of that aftertaste is to have more Cheetos.
I actually, in the past couple months, have really started liking Cheetos, which is weird because I used to never like Cheetos. But
no, they have like the Fritos aftertaste to me.
I like Fritos too.
I despise Fritos.
Really?
Yeah,
There's only three ingredients in Fritos: corn, oil, and salt. It's like legitimately the, I'll say, healthiest chip. Maybe you don't like. Maybe yeah. It's
I can't really actually think of any corn products that like. Not that I won't have corn when it's in things, but like corn on the cob is good, and corn like in soups and stuff is good. But I can't think of any corn-based products. I don't like cornbread because it tastes like Fritos. Yep.
It tastes like Fritos. That I will.
It's got the same aftertaste.
Ah, interesting. I would disagree with that.
Cheryl, Paul, did you try adding hydrogen peroxide when washing the leg up? Yes, we did. It works fantastically. So thank you very much for that tip. We do hydrogen peroxide as well as detergent, and it works very well. Let's see. Einstein says, for some reason I always get hungry watching your stream. That's because we always bring up food.
Yeah.
What we want to eat when we want.
Is that
goal?
I'm glad we have a goal now.
Yep, that's the final goal. Ben agrees. Vinegar, best flavor. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, I just really don't like vinegar.
But also has weird audio. What exactly is wrong with the audio? Did the mic go weird?
Is it just the sound of the pieces over by me in the drawers? Sand Bluetooth.
Buzzing and cutting out.
Oh boy.
All right, there might be some feedback here. I'm gonna unmute it and see what it sounds like.
You gotta pause the. You're over there. Hello? We're testing our audio. Sorry. 5670.
Sounds fine to me. All right, well, let us know if it occurs again. I will remute this. All right. Now it seems good. Okay, strange.
We didn't change anything.
No. Jamin says, how often do you run into a piece you've never seen before? Moderately frequently. Actually, that I've never
We saw a color we'd never seen before the other day. Light violet.
Yeah. Totally depends on the category, I think. I don't know. I've seen a lot of pieces, so I honestly couldn't tell you what I've seen and what I haven't seen. Rarely do we encounter a piece where it's strange enough that it makes me go, huh, that's a strange piece. Occasionally I encounter one of those, but it's not very often. Ah, that would make sense. Mic being, yes, the mic should be over here because I'm continuously looking over here. That would be potential. Minifigure says hit 6,000 new, about as much as possible for part-time store while working full-time. 7 days a week. 600,000 parts. That's a pretty decently sized store.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Bigger than us.
You say you work full-time 7 days a week? Like, or you just work 7 days a week, multiple things?
There you go, Military Mox. Hello, welcome. Doug says probably once a week or so. Depends on how much loose bulk sorting I do in terms of finding pieces that he hasn't seen before. Ben says I'm at 460,000 parts and can go a bit further working full-time 35 hours a week. Jamin says, I guess a better question is how often do you run into a part you have trouble finding through BrickLink? Well, we don't really use BrickLink. We use BrickStore.
Same thing.
Often. But I usually still end up finding it. Actually, I don't know about often. It's a very small percentage of pieces, but we process a lot of pieces. Most pieces have part IDs on them, and I basically exclusively use part IDs. I very rarely search by descriptor, so really only when I encounter a piece that does not have a part ID do I actually have to like look for something. And most of the time in that case, it's an old piece, but a relatively common piece, like a slope or something. Sometimes with weird Technic stuff, it'll take me a bit. But even then, I've gotten pretty good at determining what category a Technic thing might be, even if I don't necessarily know the search term for it. And then using BrickStore's color lock, it's usually pretty easy to go through and find pieces using the color lock, or just like descriptions. I'm trying to think of like the last piece. There are a couple pieces probably floating around here still that I have just never been able to find. But nothing off the top of my head. Oh, there is one piece that I can never find, and it's a very commmen piece, but every single time I forget.
With the little two circles and the little thing in the middle? I don't know what that's called either.
It's like a weird trapezoid piece. It's got like 2 studs and then a 1x2 plate in the middle.
It's like almost 2 cones, 2 studs apart, and then a little plate at a slight angle in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, it's like
it doesn't have a part number. Can never remember what it's called. Also, like the weird jackhammer gun things, those I can never find. But for a while, it was the pneumatic tees. But I now know that those are pneumatic. Lego Yardman says, I own a landscape and lawn care business. 6 to 7 days a week doing that with BrickLink in the evenings. Well, yeah, if you own a business, then I can see, as we know, working basically every day in some capacity, even if it's not necessarily a full day's work.
You want to do another one?
I guess I can do another one. And your name makes a lot more sense now, Lego Yardman.
Oh yeah, makes perfect sense now. $45 people here. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's
because we're not doing much.
No, it does not seem to have any correlation between the amount of viewers and the interest level of the task. No. Maybe it's just the new camera angle.
Maybe. It's a little busy though. A lot of
Is the trapezoid piece 4590? Let's find out.
Fidel says, leave a like.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What is it called? Plate modify 1x4 offset. Okay, yeah, it's got no name. That's
offset is the key word
offset there, yeah. I also don't work in January and February. Interesting. Is it too cold there? Snow and all that kind of stuff? I assume that's what it is. 4590. That'll be one of the pieces you remember eventually.
Yeah, there's a couple pieces that I've started nowhere near David's level. David I don't know. You know, I've never met David in person, so I'm still not convinced that he's not just an AI using very advanced, like, visual, you know, CGI. But he can remember part numbers. But it was, I don't know, 2-3 months ago, I was cataloging something, looked at something, I immediately knew what the part number was, and I told Evan that I was doing this too much, I needed to quit.
It was one of the X ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was, oh, now I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was a Bionicle piece, though. How many likes would you like at the end of the stream as you guys tried to reach a goal last time? 50. We're going for 50.
We're going for 50 today. We'll see if we get there. We're at 28. Got 41 people here. Assuming
Sean, no, we were not serious about moving to Kentucky. That was a joke.
Yeah, totally.
We will not be moving to Kentucky. At least there's no plans to move to Kentucky.
As of now, that could change.
Yeah, but
probably not though.
But yeah, there's probably other states that if we were to move because California is expensive, there's probably other states that we would pick. Oh, are you just going?
I'll do another one. It's okay.
All right, Evan.
Keep entertaining.
Evan's doing it. You know, I guess I can probably be doing something productive here.
Technically, you could be doing one as well. If we alternate half and half, one of us should always be in the camera, roughly. But no one can read chat then. You can just, yeah. It's okay.
What I can do is, we might have enough cups now for me to continue color sorting. I don't want to try and catalog while I'm streaming because that never works. But, oh, super chat. Thank you, Ben.
No way.
£3.
Ben, thank you very much.
Keep up the great streams. Thanks, guys.
That is about all we've been doing. Just streams. We have been filming, so you guys can get excited.
There is a vlog in work.
Vlogs are on the way.
And this one will hopefully be an interesting one because it's explaining kind of all the changes and why we've been.
And stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And why we've been so
then.
insanely busy the last like month plus. Kind of explaining all that stuff. For those of you who are on stream 3-4 weeks ago, you may have gotten a preview.
Oh, right.
But Fidel says maybe April sales recap.
Yes,
No, I don't believe you.
I know.
You can say.
I don't believe myself either. That's why I stopped.
There's one that's been edited too, and I think it just needs to be uploaded.
Yes, there's one. I don't remember if it was January or February. I think it was Maybe we put up January. I don't remember, but we had the same problem with the vlog. We uploaded it once to YouTube. YouTube like was processing it and doing whatever, and then eventually it said
gave up.
It said no. Essentially, I'm not entirely sure how.
It basically just said processing has been stopped.
Yeah, it's like we could not process this video, and then I uploaded
David,
it again.
I'll make sure he does.
What?
I'll make sure he does, Evan. Or David, I will make sure Evan does.
Uploaded it again, same thing. So I need to re-export it, I think. But I've never seen that before on YouTube except for like 2 videos. We have one vlog that's like semi-recent-ish that never got processed, and then whatever sales recap that first one was, and then the others have not been edited yet. It might. Yeah. I really just need like a few hours that I can just focus on like those videos. But
Gas Slayer says, you guys are the reason I started my BrickLink store a year ago. Thank you. It always is great to hear that. Good luck.
Yeah, so you've been selling for a year. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What's
commitment?
I feel bad asking almost what the size of people's store is. I feel like it might be personal information.
I mean, technically, technically it's not.
Oh, that's true. But I mean, like, I don't know. I'm always curious, but it never means I'm judging you based on your
I'm always curious to know about the amount of people that started because of us and have outpaced us.
Oh,
it's a source of motivation. There can only be one. Minifigure says giving away. Minifigure says if you order from their store, here I'll just read it exactly. Giving away new Yoda minifigure SW1071 for orders $200 seems to make customers happy to offer giveaway versus free shipping. Thoughts? I mean, free shipping might cost you less. I don't know what the exact value of that fig is.
You give away one with every order?
No, orders over 200.
Well, that's what I mean. Every
Yeah.
order over 200?
I mean, possibly, but are you setting 200 as your threshold for where you would put free shipping if you were doing free shipping? Because that's a pretty high threshold, at least in my opinion, right? You know, free shipping, I think, has a lot more success in getting someone from like the $20 mark to the $50 mark than it does in getting someone from the $50 mark to the $200 mark. Because if they're going to spend $200 on Lego, they're already probably going to spend $200 on Lego. But it's easier to convince someone who's going to spend 20 bucks to spend 50. So that's my opinion. You can definitely do a giveaway. I would say it's probably more of a PR thing. But that's just my my opinion. Ben says, how do you measure store size? Part count, lot count, or inventory value? Mixture of all three. David also has a statistic he calls reach, which is basically the total consolidated lot count if everything was the same color and condition.
No.
Right?
Well, sorry, yeah. It doesn't have new or used as separate conditions because theoretically, someone coming to your store is not looking for both new and used, so they're not going to be attracted to your store because you have two different conditions of the same piece. So that would be combined into one lot.
Okay.
That's what the reach essentially is.
But usually inventory value is what we use internally, and probably piece and lot count is also a good metric. But I mean, really inventory value, I guess, is...
But also, that's hard because if you price your inventory in an unreachable area, then you might have a crazy value, but if it never sells, same thing, so. 56.89.
JB says, I started before y'all, but you guys helped me get back into it. There's definitely a couple stores that started before us that are frequent on the channel / Discord. Obviously, Chris would probably be the biggest. It also says, I'm offering free sealed CMF19 figs with purchases above $26.50 USD to try and increase my average order amount. I got them for $140 a piece, and it's kind of worked so far. I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, it's not something we've tried before.
Lego Yardman says, I keep around 50 to 60,000 pieces in my store at about, valued at 15,000. Average sales now between 1,500 and, now between 1,500 and 2,000. 50 to 60. Well, I guess it's all new, so that makes sense. Sean Squared Brick says, I'm up to 59,000 parts. Long way to catch up. J-Man asks, y'all doing anything for May the 4th promotion? No, I actually don't know what the May 4th promotion is. We're kind of out of the new loop. But if you mean in terms of the store just doing something, no, we don't have anything planned at the moment. But maybe it would be kind of cool to do a sale, but we don't exactly have any super specific Star Wars merch, and plus I don't know if we'd want to do a sale on Star Wars stuff because Star Wars stuff sells. So Lego Yardman says new and used. Okay, that's I don't know, that seems pretty impressive for 50 to 60,000 pieces. 1,500 to 2,000 income a month.
I thought Lego Yardman had 600,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it was someone else.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, obviously, if that's how much you're making, that's pretty impressive. But we definitely were not doing that at that count.
Based on that message, I'm a little confused, Lego Yardman, but it sounds like 50 to 60,000 pieces in the store at once. $15,000 average sales sounds like a yearly, between $1,500 and $2,000 monthly, maybe, is what that is. Technically, that'd be more than...
Yeah, but 1,500 to 2,000 is still a lot for that size.
Okay, yeah, 60,000. Sorry, we thought you said 600 earlier. So slightly different number.
Yeah.
Easy Bricks, welcome to the stream. How are you? 1,500 to 2,000 a month. Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha. That lines up properly. I was gonna say, if you only have 60,000 parts and you're making 15,000 a month, you are doing it very well. But also, your turnover must be like 200% per month. Oh, maybe it was $15,000 value. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what. I don't know.
Easy Bricks says, sup.
What is all the math about? We don't entirely know. We're just saying numbers. I don't know exactly what we were trying to figure out. I think we were just reading someone's store piece count versus their income per month. And at first it didn't make sense, but now we have figured it out.
I do not remember what we were making at about that size.
We were that size for a very short period of time. We pretty quickly in the first couple months went to 100,000 plus pieces.
Very long. Feels like a very long time ago. It was not that long ago, but
technically it's a little over 2 years, so it was a while ago.
Yeah, but it just felt like it was such a different energy back then.
Very different.
In a way, I kind of miss it, but at the same time, like,
yeah, it was.
This is very impressive.
It was a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, there was a lot more of a, fun, joking atmosphere.
You don't think we have a joking atmosphere at all?
We definitely have a joking atmosphere.
Do we not promote a friendly work environment?
We do
not. We have a very hostile work environment.
Well, we have a very friendly work environment for everyone that works for us. We have a very hostile work environment.
Between us, yes. Yeah, I would agree.
Easy Bricks wants to know what our favorite fruit is. His is a carrot.
Ah, you got to switch it up on everyone and go crazy with a carrot.
I guess it doesn't have seeds. Wait.
I thought fruits had seeds.
A carrot is not. That took me a very long time.
Now you gotta look it up.
No. I know a carrot is not a fruit.
It's not? I thought it was a root vegetable.
Can a bulb be a fruit or a vegetable, or is a bulb its own thing and everybody just calls them vegetables?
A carrot, according to Google, is classified as a food, specifically a vegetable.
Okay, so
are you asking what our favorite vegetable is? Yeah, roots I think fit in the vegetable category.
It also might be different depending on where you live in the world, because some countries consider tomatoes to still be a vegetable, which is very strange in my mind, but whatever works for you.
4267. We got a problem.
What Lego character is your icon? What game is that from? Because it looks like, I think it's from a Lego game, but I gotta know.
Is it Han Solo? I don't think so.
No. I thought it was from Lego Lord of the Rings, but now I can't. I thought it was a Hobbit, but from that up close, I can't tell now.
I don't know. Fit also them around 25,000 pieces. 1,700 lots. Store value at 5,000.
But what is your favorite fruit?
Favorite vegetable is an apple for Easy Bricks, and favorite fruit is a potato. So.
What?
You understand?
What's your favorite? Evan?
My favorite fruit. I think I had to pick one of these the other day. I was on a set and we had these name tags. Very fun. And every single day of set was a different question. What did I write on my name tag? What did I write on my name tag? I don't know. Because currently, right now, strawberries sound really good, or like watermelon, but I don't know if that would be my all-time favorite.
Probably passion fruit, which Evan had not tried somehow until pretty recently. I remember you...
I had never had actual passion fruit, no. Dragon fruit is really good, but the best... I was in Vietnam a few years ago, and that dragon fruit was phenomenal. Dragon fruit here has a lot less flavor.
I thought you were about to say durian. Or durian.
Durian's actually very good.
That is something I have not tried. I would like to.
It's very good. Here, I think it's... I've never had it here, actually. So I can't say what it's like here, but in Vietnam, fresh, right off the tree or whatever it is, it's very good. My
All I've heard
fruit,
is it smells like gasoline.
I probably said grapes, specifically green grapes, probably. I think that, actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my fruit that I said.
I don't really like sweet things, so I do... Squashes are a vegetable, I believe, but I do... Some squash have seeds, though.
Squash is its own thing, I think, though, because a pumpkin is not a fruit. It's a type of squash.
Yeah, or squash their own things, because I do very much like squash. I just don't usually like sweet things, so like...
Squash is considered a vegetable.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Doug says, wait, what? Evan was in Vietnam? That sounds like a story.
Doug, welcome to the stream. How are you?
He's been here.
Oh, he has? Oh.
It's just sometimes I call him Do2 Brick, sometimes I call him Doug.
Oh. Well, welcome Doug, and welcome Do2, since I didn't say it. I was in Vietnam a few years ago. I went to make a documentary. It was cool.
You know, I still have not seen the documentary.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I have it, if you want to see it.
Did it ever go anywhere?
Documentary?
Yeah.
What do you mean go anywhere?
Like, was it ever sent to any platforms or anything? Who was even in charge?
In charge of what?
Documentary, yeah. Was it a company or was it just some dude who was like, hey, let's go make a documentary?
It was part of through a film program that I was a part of in high school. There's a company called, I think it's Peaceworks Travel, and they promote people to go to like countries, and it's essentially a vacation, but it's like a study trip. But because I was part of a film program, the instructor of the film program, who's now my boss, Dave, he kind of found the company that helps to get people somewhere and like arrange all the itineraries and stuff, and then essentially like figured out, instead of us going and doing these little study things and whatever, we could go and we'd be in little groups of a couple people and we'd make documentaries. And so it was like kind of promoted that way, sorta. And we still had to pay for it and stuff, but we went, and the reason for going was to create documentaries. And we made a documentary on this Vietnam War general who was there, which was a very interesting experience because he only spoke Vietnamese. So we were trying to so we had a translator there with us, but we would ask the general the questions, and then he would talk, he'd say something, and then it would be translated to us. It was very interesting. But then we also, we got to crawl through and film like the caves and everything, what are they called? All the little tunnels in Vietnam that the Viet Cong would like dig and then crawl through, and like small, very cool though. Yeah, very, very interesting. Very, very cool experience. We went all over Vietnam actually for like 2 weeks, and yeah.
Did you learn any Vietnamese?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you remember any of it?
Most of it's gone, not gonna lie. But by the end, yeah, there was actually a decent amount of like phrases and stuff.
What about French?
French?
Yeah, because you said French in high school. Do you know any French anymore?
No, not at all. I mean, tiny bit. The problem is with French, I only took 2 years of it because that was the minimum, I think, in high school. Or that was the minimum to go to a college that you needed. I think you only had to technically take 1 year. Actually, I don't even know if you had to officially take a language.
I didn't, and I'm in college.
But to get into a UC, that was the requirement for a UC. But essentially, I took 2 years of French. So the first year you learn all the little words like cow, pig, and the foods like cheese and apple juice and all that kind of stuff. And then the second year it was like entirely grammar. So I can't actually speak anything.
That's a weird way to teach language.
I agree. But it's like all grammar. So you're figuring out if it's like masculine or feminine for items and objects, and then how you write that in a sentence. So it's like I understand more grammar than I actually do about speaking the language or listening to the language. That's potentially
the best way. It's just they should have done the grammar at the very, very beginning. So that way you can look at the sentence and you can figure out which word is supposed to be the noun, and then from that, through process of elimination, you might be able to figure out what they're talking about, even if you don't actually know any vocabulary.
That's how it was taught.
But very interesting.
Yeah. And then if you went to French 3 or French 4, by French 4 you were officially considered bilingual, so 3 and 4 was entirely based on speaking. But I only took 2 years of French because I decided to do film stuff instead. Easy Brick says, are you guys brothers? We are not. We are friends. We grew up together, though, unfortunately, so, you know.
You were not the first person to ask that question. Although now we don't really look similar at all.
We did
when we were little, we looked very similar.
Yeah. Ben says, what's the white box above the table on the ceiling? That is a garage door opener, so it's attached to this thing.
You probably know what a garage door opener
pulls
is.
up the garage door. I assume that's the white box you're talking about above the table.
They just may not be able to see the track.
Yeah, the black thing is the track. It's really small. I don't think you're talking about this. These are drawers. Unless you mean the white box under the table. No, on the ceiling.
Interesting.
Yeah. Makes sense. LOL. Okay, cool.
She thought these were one piece.
Multiple? Oh, interesting. Oh.
That would be a pretty cool piece, though.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. Okay.
The disappointing thing is I already added these.
Sad.
And these.
How did she do when it comes to the holes and stuff in the bottoms? Like these things?
One of them, because there's also the big ones.
Yeah.
One of them she did fine, the other one not at all.
Yeah.
So my guess is she figured it out. One of them she did first.
Halfway through, yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason, while we're streaming, seems to be the time that every single person that I know needs my attention. It's always very interesting, despite the fact that everyone I know knows that I stream during this time.
That's specifically why they need you. They're just trying to make your life inconvenient.
Yep. All right, we've missed a lot of chat.
Not really. Not much is happening.
But now we've got to answer, what's your least favorite animal? I'm being serious now. I hate horses and monkeys. Monkeys are pretty evil creatures, so I can understand that. What's my least favorite animal?
Kind of a weird question.
That's a tough one. Least favorite.
We have so much reassignment to do.
I have no idea. Fidel asks, have you lived your whole lives within the same area? More or less. Technically, I lived somewhere else until I was 2, but I don't remember that, so basically, yeah. See, was I guess same city, because I did move out of my parents' house into an apartment, but technically I was still in Huntington Beach. Barely. One side of the street was Huntington Beach. The other side was Westminster, I think. I don't know, it was by Bellaterra. But I also discovered that was the same apartment complex where Evan's dad lived when he moved
apparently
out.
my dad, years ago, lived in the same apartment complex Paul did for like a short period of time, which is interesting because he hasn't lived here his whole life. So that must have been right when he moved to Huntington Beach.
Yeah, it was very
because
very
he didn't grow up here, so it was very weird.
I usually, if someone is a troll and they're just being a little annoying, we just let it go because it's funny.
Are they asking
But,
about
like,
themselves?
No, they're just continuously spamming emojis and stuff. Like, if you're gonna be a troll, like, at least keep it to like a high level of quality, please. We had this conversation with other trolls in the past. If you go through all the work of creating a whole persona and everything, I'm gonna have a lot higher tolerance. But eventually it reaches a point where it's like interrupting actually chat, not just us. Funvercation says, I had to upload a video about 3 times, and the 4th time it went past the processing part and is now fine. Interesting.
And you uploaded the same exact file, or was it a different file?
FanX Brick says, have you guys thought about making an Instagram, TikTok, etc.?
Thought about it, yes. Done it.
No, we would not have the time to sit down and actually, cultivate that. So potentially in the future. And also, neither of us, Evan probably has more social media than I do. We're not really social media people. I have Discord, and I technically have Reddit. That's it. I guess I have a Facebook account that I use for buying Lego, which is technically under my name. But other than that, I don't have any social media, and I haven't. So it would require us to learn and understand that market, which we don't. I mean, there's a lot of advantages to it, and it would certainly help the company grow, but we're also extremely busy, so it's a matter of where to put your resources. Easy Bricks, it's fine. Just try not to be like too over the top annoying. Arno says going to sleep. It is 0 o'clock 07 is how I'm going to choose to read that. AM. 0 o'clock 7 AM. Gonna see the stream tomorrow. Whether it looks like a projector. It does kind of look like a projector.
What does? Oh, on the ceiling?
Yeah, we do have there is a projector on the property, but it has been lost.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
We know that it exited my apartment when I moved here. We know that it exited the area of the house where I was living when we took over the whole house. But since then, it's disappeared. So
it's
somewhere there's a projector.
It's got to be in the attic somewhere with all the boxes that went up there.
But we reorganized the attic a while ago, and I was unable to locate it. Although it wasn't really that good of a projector anyway, so. And I don't know where we have the wall space in here to project anything, so.
We don't. All our walls are full of drawers.
Hello, Axio. Welcome.
Welcome to the stream. 4511. All of our drawers are so freaking full.
I'm going to grab the mouse because I do feel like there was a lot of chat that was missed, and I would like to have something to talk about. So even if nobody from there is still here, it'll give me something to do.
I can't upload the file.
Why not?
Because you took the mouse.
Oh, here.
Well, do you have some chat to talk about?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, lots of people seem to have thought that it was a projector. No, unfortunately, it's not a projector. It is the humble garage door.
The humble.
Maybe when we move, if we ever move, we'll take it with us and mount it.
The
And not have
garage
it go
door?
to anything.
Or
Yeah.
the projector?
Yeah. No. The garage door. No, we were talking about when we move, whether we need to rebuild the entire garage to have our stream setting. So, you know, cast your votes as to whether you think it's a valuable use of just
Should we rebuild this garage in whatever warehouse we go to so that we can stream consistently?
Yep.
Yeah, very important question.
Fidel says, I try casual TikTok clips if I had a decent place to show. I just have my drawers over on the table besides the other stuff.
That's okay. Lego Yardman says, do you put a large quantity of the same piece and colors in multiple drawers or larger bins? We put all the same piece, which is what we call consolidating, or actually what BrickLink calls consolidation. We put it all in the same container. So this is our largest form of a container. Well, actually, no. This is our largest form of a container down here, which is this bin. So yeah, if we have way too many of a certain piece, it would all go in here. We have not outgrown this container yet. One day we might. And then we will go to larger bins or those larger Stairlight drawers that pull out. We actually have a few of them over here that we use for dividers. I will not pull the unit off, but essentially this kind of drawer. We could go to that if needed. But no, all of our pieces, if it's the same piece, same color, same condition, it's all in one location. Oh no. You dropped this.
I dropped several things.
You did?
Yes, there should be 2 of those, and then behind you, under the thing, there's a gold, pearl gold one, I think.
Yes, you were right. $45 likes, or sorry, 45 and only 7 likes. People are slacking. We have 35 likes. So if you haven't liked it, like it. If you're here and you want to see the like count go up, you might have to refresh. I don't think the likes live update. We're at 38 likes now. Minifigure says, I do unconsolidated. I have heavy-duty Stairlights with a lot of individually bagged ones. Each drawer holds 8 to 10,000 with 8 drawers per stack. But you do unconsolidated, so you don't keep your pieces together. You keep some pieces over here if it's the same and different one over here. Ironstein says 39 for me. I see 40 now. We got 40 likes. Yeah, to my knowledge, I don't know if the likes update though on that page, on the normal page. Who knows? Fidel says, come on, let's beat the previous record. I don't know what the previous record is, actually.
For a stream?
For a stream that we actually, like a
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible for us to go back and check.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh no.
What?
Forgot this piece wasn't assigned a remark, and I think I just uploaded it.
Oh no! There's
wrong?
different line mold types here.
What are you talking about? Yeah. Remember? Those are the ones she didn't separate out. That have the 2 connections between studs and then some connections between 4 studs.
Yeah, but one of them she had bagged separately. So I was
Right, but
I used that under
there's 3
the
types,
assumption.
I think, though. There's
3.
connections between no studs, connections between all 4 studs, and then connections between just 2 of the studs. Right?
Are there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are. Is David still here? He would know.
Okay, these are all.
Yeah, no, not the 3x2 inverted slope, but like this thing. It's like a 4x4 inverted slope thing. I believe there's different connections between all the stud types. I think there's 3 types. There's one that have no connections between those studs. One that has connections between only the top and bottom, which is 2 studs, and then the 4, like this one. I think that's what it is. Ben says, yeah, I think that's what you said. Four, 2, 6, 7. What? AB Bricks Official says, do you guys rebuild sets from your pieces and sell them? If so, how long does that usually take? We do not. Though, theoretically, you could, and without actually building it, you could just pick an order. So if you were able to, if you had all the pieces in your store, you know what you needed, you could create a wanted list of certain items that you need for a set. Based on that set, you could place an order in your store for $0 or something, and then you could actually pick that, and then you would have all those pieces in one spot. To build it, I don't know, but we don't currently do that. Oh no, Ben says, wait, never mind. BrickLink says only 2 and 4 connections, so none that have 0 connections. 4267. Okay, Paul, here we got a problem. So 4267.
Yep.
Has 5. D 4267 only has 1. I just added it to that, but there's 4 somewhere else. Not in 4267. Not in D 4267.
Wonderful.
Should I just change the quantity to 1? I'll just do that for now. Oh. We also have this in 4267. Green plate, but it's not in...
How big?
What is 4267? 4 by 6. 6 by 8, sorry.
6 by 8.
4,
Can that fit in a drawer? 8? Yeah, 8 can.
Yeah, 4267. It's probably not a note we want to put on the back of the drawer. I located it though. Our barcode's not scanning right apparently. Barcode skips D, but that's 4725. It's not even a mix of these numbers. Okay, so there are 5 of these.
Scan that barcode and see what
it does.
I wonder if we have barcode problems.
Oh, that's scanned totally fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, scanned totally fine. This doesn't really make any sense. The barcode's not rubbed off or anything. It's like actually a really good one. You have not reprinted any at all, right?
Nope. I do not even have the software.
Yeah, it seems to scan fine. Interesting. Jeff Nelson, welcome to the stream. How are you? JB's Brick Hill says shorts are a great way to get subscribers. Dotu says I've had like 5 shorts from Brick Universe. A couple did a little better with a couple hundred views, but not that good. Well done. Easy Brick says not doable, Easy Bricks. Henry says I started because you also, but nowhere close to your size. You started because of us, but nowhere close to our size. Got it. Very cool. Well, it is cool to see who has started because of something we did. Einstein says, what do you guys do with parts like 1x2 jumpers that have a lot of different types? Do you just add them as undetermined? Otherwise, I'm finding it's a huge pain to upload.
We do not add them as undetermined. We split them out.
Sort based on the bottom.
We just wait until we have a really high quantity, and it's usually not that hard. And then we just split it out on that. Once you get a habit for it, you know, you can do it pretty fast. But like all types of sorting, you know, the more of a similar element you can do at once, the faster it's going to be. I think the last time I did it, I basically had a full one of these of jumpers, and that was how I did it. And I just split it into 3 bins and did it like that. Alrighty.
Easy Brick says, one of my shorts got 8,000 views. Funbrick Creation says, yes, I make shorts and trying to get views and subs with them. I just put up a short yesterday, and now I have 258 subs. Very nice. Einstein says, got a huge pile of jumpers I've been putting off. Need to get them done, I guess. Minifigure says, started because of COVID, but used your tutorials in Pop's Block Shop as a proof of concept. Very cool.
I was about to read. Oh, Ironstein says, got a huge pile of dumpers I've been putting out. I need to get them done, I guess. Yeah, honestly, I think just sit down and do them. David says, retail is closed. Teardown has begun. That was a fast decision.
Wow. It is. It's been just over an hour, and in that hour, David has already begun tearing apart his retail store. Crazy. So, officially closed. Like officially, not just for the night. That's quite insane. You started in December, I think. So December, January, February, March, April. 5 months. 5 months of retail. Today is the last day of April. Very, very cool. 5 months. Has been internally discussed for weeks. Yes. But retail is officially closed. Crazy. So overall, I guess, retail will return when I lease a larger space. Overall, would you recommend or recommend for or against retail? And what were the pros and cons of retail and stuff, I think?
This is now a chow and chat.
This is now a chow and chat. Paul got his sandwich. I have my coffee. My sandwich is right there as well. And David, apparently we're interviewing you over the YouTube chat. I wonder if we could get David to call in. I don't think we have a...
We have a monitor we could put right here.
Yeah. David says... yeah, so David is going to use that retail space to continue to grow the BrickLink backend. David says, yes, indeed. And then if you do retail, go big. Easy Brick says there are like 2 other Easy Bricks on YouTube. Okay, hold on. We can get David in. Should we?
I don't know. How long are we going to be calling for? I mean, how long are we going to be streaming for?
Oh, it's already been an hour.
Because we're both pretty tired.
Well,
so.
Maybe David will bring some new energy.
Okay.
Let me go get my laptop. Oh, hey, look, my laptop. And we can have David pop in.
Make sure to turn off your notifications. All notifications.
Why?
Because if you connect that to another screen and you get a text message, they're going to be able to see the content of your text message.
It's okay. I don't do anything mischievous or anything. Everyone can know what is said. I would not allow everyone to read through all my text. That would be weird, but yeah.
Open source Evan's messaging history.
What's the best way to do this?
Connect a monitor. Connect that monitor down there to your PC. Create a second screen.
For audio, though, what's the best way to...
Run an aux cable to the...
But then we can't hear him.
I don't know. Maybe the better idea is to have a scheduled interview, because I think it's been a while since we've done anything with a guest. So maybe it would not be a bad idea to bring David on. I think the last one we did was with Chris.
Yeah, we did one with Chris a couple months ago.
We did this on Shane.
That was a long time ago. That was last year. Shane from BrickBucks.
Yeah, maybe David will reach out and see if maybe we can do something. Because now that you're done with retail, it'd be kind of nice to get to do an interview about the whole experience.
Well, he's going to do a part out podcast about what he learned for retail. Minifigure says, worst LEGO YouTuber inspired purchase is a LEGO sorting table, which I got the idea from Brickslayer. It works, but no longer do used. That is unfortunate. That's someone I haven't seen much content from recently. Not that we have posted much content recently, but I haven't seen Brickslayer in a while. Yeah, David, in all honesty, I think this is too hard to do without making, to be able to make sure everyone's able to hear you and see you and stuff. So I think we'll have to figure it out soon. But I do think it'd be fun to have you on. Yeah. Sorry.
All right.
And on that note, I think we're on our way out. I think I did 3 consolidate files. You did 1. So we got 4 consolidates out of the
11.
6 that were there. So, oh well, there's a lot more there that have not yet been prepped for to be up. But yeah. Okay. David says I will go live and compete. All right. So everyone, David is going to start a live stream now. That's what it sounds like. So David, if you go live, I will copy and paste your link in the chat so everyone can just hop over to you. I'll hop over and maybe listen in. And if you want to have us call in and you can figure out how to do that on a simpler basis, I can do that.
We've got 2 questions we have to answer.
Okay.
First, I'll answer Ben's. Have any plans for Patreon? No. Internal discussion. We're considering not necessarily shuttering it, but
probably though.
But Patreon is on its way out. At least until we can figure out a better content plan. Hardest set to part out and how many you have to do. Evan and I know without even having to communicate. We'll say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Friends.
It was the Lego Friends set from the TV show Friends. Why that was the hardest in retrospect, I don't know, because we only had 16. We've done 22 of the 1,500 piece sets. But for whatever reason, this Friends set, I think we expected it to be quick. And that's why it was so awful, because it ended up being like a 10 to 12 hour thing.
Also,
we also were filming it.
And we were still relatively new. It would not take us anywhere close to that time now, because we've done bigger sets.
That's true. Yeah.
In like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how that set took like 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot, but like, I mean, we can do a set in like an hour.
See, Minifigure says disagree. Friends Central Perk was easy. Diagon Alley was
Did you
hard.
have 12? How many we have?
16.
It's 16
Again,
of
I
it.
think in retrospect, it should not have been hard.
No.
It just, at the time, the volume and the variety of pieces and the lack of space and the way we were doing it by putting everything in a drawer, it was very inconvenient. So I think that's why that one for us still is the worst experience we've had. But I don't think it was actually bad. All right, David is live. I'm going to go find his thing real quick. Everyone, let's try to get to 50 likes if we can. 5 assembly squares was the worst. That sounds pretty rough. I don't think we're going to get to our 50 likes, which I guess is okay. But there are 38 people. One day we'll get to 58 likes. Oh, there is another David West.
Yes, I told you that the other day.
You did. This man, David, you got some competition. This guy looks interesting. Although, so do you in your closed forever retail Q&A. Okay. I am going to paste this link over there so everyone can jump over to David. He started streaming 97 seconds ago. There's 6 people watching. Unfortunately, it's not loading. All right, Sean is already over there. Einstein, Ben is over there. I'm going to copy this link. Maybe it's not doing it. And yeah, so we're at 43 likes. Very awesome. I want to thank you, Ben, once again for your super chat. Very kind of you. We appreciate it. We are going to head out. Here is David's channel, or David's video. So if you guys want to head over there, you can. Hopefully you guys had a great time, or a good time, or an okay time. Somewhat enjoyable. We're not striving for great here. Yeah. We're striving for okay.
Somewhat enjoyable.
Yeah, hopefully you had a somewhat enjoyable time chatting with us. We appreciate the company. Not that we got a lot done today, but yeah. All right, everyone hop over to David. He has 11 people watching now. I see some people filling in over there.
Evan is going to return to laying on the floor, I think.
I might. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you all in the next stream. Have a great rest of your night.